His good looks and warm personality were probably what first caught most students' attention, but subsequently it was his devotion to teaching and his overriding commitment to fairness and the law that made Howard L'Enfant one of the most popular professors at LSU's Paul M. Hebert Law Center.
My first impression of him was he reminded me of either a Plato or an Aristotle. He came swaggering in the classroom with this John Wayne swagger, and he had this big, nicely trimmed gray beard. He looked like Dumbledore or something from Harry Potter.
He's very dynamic, very funny, and just really, it's really related to the students. I mean, just wasn't like a on high professor pontificating. He was just down to earth with us and just funny and fun, and we learned. I mean, we really learned because he made it enjoyable.
Howard L'Enfant grew up in New Orleans. He earned his undergraduate degree from Notre Dame University and returned to Louisiana to earn his law degree from the LSU Law School in 1966. He spent several years in private practice and teaching at Loyola Law School in New Orleans. In 1969, L'Enfant returned to LSU Law to teach. During his years at the center, L'Enfant served as acting associate dean, vice chancellor, and interim chancellor, in addition to teaching in the areas of evidence, civil procedure, and federal courts. His style of teaching, like his smile, has made lasting impressions on countless students and colleagues alike.
Here was a young, vibrant, intense teacher that didn't strike our hearts full of terror like we had been terrorized the year before with Big Red, George Pugh, Saul Litvinoff, Wex Malone. Howard just went about the business of teaching us, and it didn't take but a minute to figure out that I and my classmates were in the presence of one of the 4 or 5 smartest men I've ever known.
Yeah, he was just a real person. He was just like a really real, down-to-earth person. He loved the law. It's obvious that he loved the law. And he made us love the law. And even, it was like, I mean, conflicts of law in federal courts, it was like, I mean, those are hard to love, okay? But he made it easy.
He's always been a real rock. I don't think just to me, but LSU students in general, and I think also the faculty.
Both inside and outside the classroom, Howard L'Enfant has always been deeply devoted to his family, his wife Jean Ann and his daughter Jamie, as well as to his faith. He was ordained an Episcopal priest in 2002 and is an associate chaplain at St. Albans Episcopal Church, which sits right next to the Law Center. This summer, L'Enfant, who holds the Henry Plauché Dart Professorship of Law, will finally retire after 40 years of teaching.
Again, congratulations. At the same time, it's going to be such a huge loss for LSU.
And in my last evaluation from, I think, Loyola said Judge Berrigan rocks. So I took that as a pretty good compliment. And if I rock, it's because Howard L'Enfant rocked many years ago and gave me that example to follow.
I hope at this fancy dinner that the Chancellor's giving, amongst all the fine red wine and the white wine that he's serving, that he's got at least 2 bottles of beer for Howard, or he's going to be heading for the door real quick, because he's not going to enjoy the spotlight being put on him at all.
But really, tonight's look back at Howard's career is not for him, it's for the rest of us to reminisce and give thanks to someone who deserves this and so much more.